Welcome to my channel where I'll be sharing with you summary of best books on success in all fields of life. Today I'll be sharing with you the summary of Attitude is Everything written by Jeff Keller. This book explains the power of positive attitude and how by the use and application of positive attitude one can overcome the challenges in life and lead a successful lifestyle. I'll be bringing to you many more such classic and great books which will help you to lead a happy and successful life. Watch this video till the end and make sure that we implement the steps mentioned in this video, and as soon as you implement these steps, you can change your destiny to lead a successful life. So let's begin with the summary of this book, Attitude is Everything, written by Jeff Keller. Author starts with his own real life story. As he says, everything in his life changed from the moment he began to change from a negative attitude to a positive attitude. He started to feel better because he had more energy due to positive attitude. He started to achieve goals. When you think, speak and act in a way that supports your success, you are firing on all the cylinders and on the way to achieving phenomenal results in your life. Success begins in the mind. Attitudes are the secret power working 24 hours a day, for good or bad. The person with the negative attitude thinks I can't. The person with the positive attitude thinks I can. The person with a negative attitude dwells on problems. The person with a positive attitude concentrates on the solution. The person with a negative attitude finds faults with others, whereas the person with a positive attitude looks for the good in others. When you combine a positive attitude with the other success principle, you become unstoppable. We are a human magnet, and we become what we think about it. Nurture your mind with great thoughts. As Napoleon Hill had said in his book, Think and Grow Rich, what the mind can consume and believe, the mind can achieve it. Dear viewers, click on the above link to know more about the success principles from this book, Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill. Dominant thought rules the day. We become what we think about has also been defined as the law of dominant thought. You can't expect positive results when you spend just 10 seconds a day thinking positively and the remaining 6 waking hours dwelling on the negative outcomes. Instead, you must take control of your mental activity and think positively throughout each and every day until it becomes a habit. Remember, it has to be your dominant thought pattern. You can achieve your goal when you believe in yourself and keep your thoughts focused on the positive. Remember that positive precedes action. That's why a positive belief system is the starting point for all the achievements of your goal. When your dominant belief is that you can achieve your goal, you begin taking actions necessary to move in that direction. Your circumstances reflect what you have been thinking about, and your thinking from this point forward will take you where you will be in the future. You can change your thoughts, thereby changing your results. Become aware of what you say to yourself all day. Each of us has an internal voice. In other words, we talk to ourselves. Too often, however, what we say is negative, critical, and self-limiting. Perhaps you find yourself thinking, I can't do this, or I will mess up things. These thoughts work against you. Instead, repeat to yourself that you can and will accomplish your goals. Your mind listens every word you speak, and like a magnet, you will ultimately attract the events and circumstances that correspond to your dominant beliefs. So, make sure that you use positive words about yourself and your goals. Here are the 2 more important action steps to help you become more positive and take the actions you want. Step number 1. Each day, read some positive, uplifting literature. Find 10 to 15 minutes in the morning to do this. And it is also a good idea to do some reading just before going to bed. Step number 2. Each day, listen to motivational audio program. You can listen to them in your car while commuting or at home during your exercise routine. The key is repetition. When you hear these messages over and over, they become part of you and you begin to implement them to improve your life. They will get you thinking about your attitude and other success principles on daily basis. Of course, audio programs are not substitute to action. It's necessary to put these ideas to work. Thinking positive doesn't mean that you will achieve your goals overnight. Success requires efforts, commitment, and patience. Believe me, you will have plenty of setbacks along the way. However, if you continue to believe in yourself, take actions, and persist, you will overcome your obstacles. You are constantly moving in the direction of your dominant thought. Everything you achieve in your lifetime flows from your thought and beliefs. Negative thinking yields negative results, and positive thinking produces positive results. Choose your thoughts wisely and use this powerful principle to get fantastic results in your life. Visualization is often described as the movies of the mind. Create new pictures. We will act in way that supports those new pictures. So the first step is to create an image of your desired outcome. You are limited only by your imagination. It has been proven that your mind is most receptive to visualization when you are calm and quiet and not thinking about a lot of things simultaneously. So sit down in a comfortable chair at home, close your eyes and do some deep breathing. Now develop images that involve as many senses as you can. The more sights, sounds, smells, tastes and touches you put in your picture, the more powerful the pull for you to make your vision a reality. When you make a commitment and are willing to do whatever it takes, you begin to attract people and circumstances necessary to accomplish your goal. However, this is not an overnight process. You must be active and grab the opportunity as they appear. For instance, many people start a new business with the approach, I will give it a 6 months try to prosper. If things doesn't work out in 6 months, I will quit. This is not the mental attitude that leads to success. Turn your problems into opportunities. When one door shuts, there is always a better one waiting for you. Adversity teaches us to be grateful. Adversity brings out our hidden potential. After overcoming an obstacle, you emerge emotionally stronger. Problems and challenges brings out the best within us. We discover abilities we never knew we possessed. Adversity reveals to you your own strength and capabilities. Adversity opens a new door. If you lose your job and find a better one, in these instances, the problem is not a problem at all, but rather an opportunity in disguise. One door in your life has been shut, but there is always a better one waiting for you to be opened. Believe it or not, your problems are there to serve you, not to destroy you. So the next time you suffer a problem or setback in your life, don't get discouraged or give up. Watch your words. Your words have incredible power. They can build a bright future or destroy you. Your words reinforce your beliefs and your beliefs creates your reality. Begin with the positive self-talks as often as possible. After all, you are talking to yourself, so don't worry about what others are thinking. The key is that you hear these positive inputs again and again and it becomes deeply rooted in your subconscious mind. Choose words that will point you in the direction of your goal. Fortunately, you can control your words, which means that you have the ability to build a positive self-esteem and to produce the results you want. While it takes some discipline and vigilance on your part to make changes in your language, it's well worth the effort. So from now on, consciously choose your words that will point you in the direction of your goals. Therefore, use words that are consistent with the path you truly wish to be. Take actions along those lines and watch yourself begin to travel in that wonderful direction. There's no getting around it. People who use mediocre words will develop a mediocre attitude and get mediocre results. Then there's a positive approach. These are the enthusiastic people who say fantastic, great, excellent, super, I am on the top of the world. These positive words will help to bounce back. Complaining is not the answer to your challenges in life. Let me share with you some of the things I am grateful for. I love my work. I get to travel and meet fascinating people. I have many loyal friends. I draw strength from my relationship with God. Associate with positive people. Toxic people are the ones who always dwell on the negative. Be with the people who are positive and supportive. They lift your spirits and are joy to be around. Toxic people will always try to drag you down to their level. Human beings are like sponge. We soak up whatever people around us are saying. So if we spend some time with someone who is negative, we sponge up the negative and it affects our attitude. Of course, the reverse is also true. When we hang around positive people, we soak up the positive. We feel better and perform better. To achieve your goal and realize your potential, you must be willing to be uncomfortable, to do the things that you are afraid to do. There is nothing wrong with having some fears. Successful people have fears. The difference is that successful people take action and move forward despite being afraid. It's not always easy. To develop a new skill, you must be committed to do what it takes to get there, even if it means putting up with the negative feedback or falling on your face now and then. Successful people have learned their way to fail to achieve their success. Here, author tells a story of great and successful author Jack Canfield and Mark Hansen. Their book Chicken Soup for the Soul was rejected by 33 publishers. Having racked up the 33 rejections over a period of 3 years, what do you think they did? They submitted their book to another publisher. The 34th publisher said yes, and that one yes after 33 failures is what launched the spectacular success of Chicken Soup for the Soul, written and compiled by Jack Canfield and Mark Hansen. The Chicken Soup for the Soul series had sold more than 100 million copies. All this because Jack Canfield had the determination to fail over and over and to keep going until they succeed. What sustained Jack Canfield and Mark Hansen through 33 failures? Their attitude. If these two guys had negative attitude, they would have given up after the first or the second rejection, missing out on the pot of gold. But their attitude always remained positive and upbeat, even failure after failure and after failures. The only time success is impossible is when you quit. Quitting is final, but continued attempt with commitment can be turned into success. Success is achieved by climbing one step at a time, and you don't always know how long it will take to advance to the next level. So be patient with yourself and resist the temptation to compare yourself with the others. You will advance faster than some, slower than others. Maintain a great attitude, take action, make adjustments, and the results will come. Successful individuals are always sharpening their skills. Those getting unsuccessful outcomes often do the same things over and over without making necessary adjustments. You will encounter defeat prior to succeeding. In our hearts, we know our most valuable lessons come from our failures. Failure is essential for growth. Look failure as the natural part of success process. Once the great businessman Thomas Watson was asked, "Would you like to give a formula for the success?" He said, "It's quite simple. Double your rate of failure." Dear viewers, to conclude, my favorite quote from the book is, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Call to action to all my viewers. Dear viewers, from this book, I am going to surround myself with the positive people who will help me in my success. Write in the comment box what you like the most from this video and are going to start and implement to attain your goals. Thank you friends for watching this inspiring video. If you are not yet subscribed, subscribe to my channel now and hit the bell icon to get the notification for my next videos, as I will be sharing with you every week many more such inspiring videos. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. It will motivate me to bring many more such similar videos. Share this video with your friends and family who are trying to find different possibilities to develop positive attitude to achieve their goals. Thank you.